In the heart of every nation, there are stories that beat with the rhythm of courage, sacrifice, and an unwavering sense of duty. Today, we're not just telling a story, we're stepping into the boots of someone who lived it. This is the story of a true soldier, a journey forged in discipline and defined by a promise to serve. Imagine being just a kid, your world filled with playground games and classroom daydreams. For many, the call to serve comes early, a quiet whisper that grows into a resolute decision. Our story begins with a young man, let's call him Alex, watching parades with wide-eyed wonder, seeing the crisp uniforms and the synchronized march of soldiers. It wasn't about the spectacle for him, it was about the purpose he saw in their eyes. He saw a community bound by a commitment to something larger than themselves. That's where the seed was planted. Years flew by, and that childhood admiration transformed into a personal mission. The day Alex walked into the recruitment office, the air was thick with a mix of anticipation and nervousness. It was the first real step on a path he had long envisioned. The posters on the wall weren't just images. They were promises of adventure, challenge, and honor. He signed the papers, his hand steady, sealing a pact not just with his country, but with the person he aspired to be. Basic training. The words alone can make you feel the early morning chill and the burn in your muscles. It was a crucible designed to strip away the individual and forge a cohesive unit. For Alex, every grueling drill, every sleepless night, every command shouted across the field was a lesson in resilience. He learned that his limits were far beyond what he ever imagined. He discovered the profound trust that develops between comrades, a bond thicker than blood formed in shared struggle and mutual reliance. This wasn't just physical hardship, it was a mental and emotional reconstruction. He was no longer just Alex, he was a soldier in the making. Then came the day of his first deployment. The farewells were quiet and heavy, filled with unspoken fears and heartfelt hopes. The world he was entering was a stark contrast to the life he left behind. The sights, the sounds, the very air he breathed was different. It was a landscape of tension and uncertainty, where every day was a test of training and nerve. Out on patrol, the weight of his gear was nothing compared to the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. He was responsible for his brothers and sisters in arms, for the mission, and for the promise he made back home. He recalls one specific mission, a humanitarian aid delivery to a remote village. The initial suspicion in the eyes of the locals slowly melted away, replaced by smiles of gratitude as they distributed food and medical supplies. A young girl handed him a small, hand-carved flower. In that simple gesture, Alex saw the true meaning of his service. It wasn't just about conflict, it was about connection, about building bridges of hope in places fractured by hardship. It was about protecting the very essence of humanity. But the path of a soldier is never without its shadows. He saw things no person should ever have to see. He faced moments of heart-stopping fear and profound loss. The quiet moments between missions were often the hardest, filled with thoughts of home and the ache of separation. He learned that true strength isn't the absence of fear, but the courage to act in spite of it. He learned that a soldier's battle isn't just fought on the field, but also within the silent confines of their own mind. Through it all, what kept him going was his why, his duty. It was the unwavering belief that his presence, his actions, could make a difference. It was the faces of his family, the letters from home, and the unbreakable spirit of his fellow soldiers. They shared everything, their last rations, their stories, their dreams. In the darkest of times, a shared joke or a quiet moment of understanding was a lifeline, a reminder that they were in this together. Returning home is a chapter all its own. The world had kept spinning, but he was changed. The familiar streets felt different, the everyday noises sometimes jarring. Reintegrating into civilian life is a unique challenge, a process of translating military discipline and experience into a new context. Alex found his way by connecting with other veterans, sharing stories, and offering support. he realized his duty hadn't ended, it had simply transformed. Now, his mission was to help his fellow service members navigate their own journeys home. He carried the lessons of his service into every aspect of his new life. The discipline helped him pursue education. The leadership skills made him a valued team member at his job. The resilience helped him face life's everyday challenges with a calm perspective. His service wasn't just a chapter in his past. It was the bedrock upon which he built his future. The story of a soldier like Alex is a testament to the extraordinary capacity of the human spirit. It's a story of choosing a path of sacrifice, of finding strength in unity, and of carrying the weight of duty with honor and grace. It's a reminder that behind every uniform is a person with a story, a family, and a heart committed to service. Their journey is a powerful thread woven into the fabric of our society, one that deserves our deepest respect and understanding. Thank you so much for joining me today to hear this powerful story. If it resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more inspiring content. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care.